Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm Wendy Myers of MyersDetox.com. Thank you so much. Welcome to today's broadcast. And we're going to be talking about the surprising connection between your immunity and aging. And so you've probably heard that your skin's the largest organ. But did you know that it's an immunological organ as well, meaning your skin is a major player in your immune system. And in fact, there's 20 billion T cells, or microscopic soldiers that seek out and destroy pathogens in your skin, far greater than the number of T cells in your blood. And so that's why your skin is a major barrier in the fight against pathogens. And so when you think about it, it makes sense that certain nutrients boost immunity and beautify your skin at the same time. And so we're going to go into all of that in today's video. We're going to talk about the 3 nutrients that boost immunity and beautify your skin at the same time. And we'll talk about the 1 nutrient that acts like a rocket fuel for your immune system and why I take it every day. And we'll talk about an ancient spice that's about to become your immune system and skin's best friend. And we'll also talk about the little-known link between immunity and accelerated aging and how to reverse it, and the critical nutrient for preventing viral replication, which will help to prevent a virus or pathogen taking hold in your body, and a lot more on today's video. Lots of stuff to go over. So if you're concerned about keeping your immune system strong when so many people are getting sick, you want to tune in to today's show. And I don't know about you, but given the current environment, I've been focusing more than I ever have on immunity and my immune system and immune boosting supplements. And I also have a skincare routine to protect my skin because it's one of the main ways that pathogens get into your body. So I'm kind of nourishing my skin from the inside, and I'm also making sure my skin is moisturized. And if you really dramatically reduce the effectiveness of your skin as a barrier that's not properly moisturized. I really like camel hump fat. That's a fantastic way to protect your skin. Not only moisturize it, but it has nanobodies in it that can help to protect your skin as well. And so, of course, heavy metal detox, infrared saunas are a regular part of my routine, and these definitely boost your immunity, because before we had antibiotics and antiviral medications and supplements, doctors recommended hyperthermia or use of saunas, infrared saunas. There was even a 1,500-page medical book that was written about saunas and hyperthermia pre-penicillin, before they had antibiotics, because that's all they had was saunas. So, and saunas really help improve the condition of your skin as well. So those are some little things I'm doing. But, as far as detox is concerned, most don't realize how chemicals and toxic heavy metals interfere in every aspect of immune system functioning, including interfering in immune cell performance and the energy that's needed to power the immune system. Heavy metals throw a wrench in every different aspect of immune system functioning. And we know that there's metals like lead and cadmium and arsenic and mercury that all play a role in inhibiting immune system functioning, energy production, and slowing down the actions and performance of the natural T killer cells, the macrophages, and other cells of the immune system. But the reality is that, there's a myriad number of nutrients and supplements that can support your immune system. And I'm taking a lot of stuff right now, the basics like vitamin C, zinc, and I'm going into the sun every day, making sure I get my daily sunshine to get vitamin D, make it naturally. But there's 3 of my favorite immune boosting supplements are garlic, selenium, and even silica to help your skin. And so I want to tell you why I like these in this video. So let's talk about nutrients in your immune system. So Your immune system is a vital part of your overall health and plays a role not only in keeping your body healthy, but also in slowing the aging process as well. And so it takes a robust immune system to keep up with the thousands of pathogens that we encounter every day. I mean, we're battling thousands of viruses, not just one. And remember, it's not the pathogen, it's the terrain. So if you have a healthy terrain, you are much less vulnerable to pathogens of any kind. And so toxins like heavy metals and other pollutants take a huge toll on immunity and energy production and cause your cells to undergo oxidation, which creates damaging free radicals. And you have to support the health of your mitochondria, which is your little cells, powerhouses that make your body's energy, because it takes so much energy to power immune function, power your immune cells. So healthy mitochondria are essential to anti-aging as they produce the energy your body needs for repair and regeneration as well. So the nutrients that you put in your body have a direct effect on the function of your immune system by either enhancing its function or working against it. So the foods you eat and supplements you take can support immunity by enhancing cellular communication, activating and empowering immune cells, supporting the clearance of viruses, microbes, and infected cells, and repairing and protecting your DNA from damage. So let's talk about a few immune boosting supplements. So a surprising one is silica. So silica is a critical mineral, a crucial mineral for helping to plump up your skin, helping to support this collagen matrix in your skin. You have to have healthy skin to have a healthy immune barrier. And so, it's not, and a lot of people kind of, and I did this for many years, focusing on putting stuff on my skin to protect it and whatnot and moisturize it. And there's a lot of products that just plump it up artificially, but it's not really being moisturized. There's a lot of really bad products people put on their skin, trying to moisturize their skin and giving it this protective barrier. But you have to moisturize your body or your skin from the inside out. And so that requires diet. A lot of people are taking collagen supplements, but you have to have silica to help activate and help collagen work better to create this supportive matrix that supports your skin. But silica is interesting also because it pulls metals out of your body that interfere in energy production. You guys might have heard me talk about this before. Arsenic, aluminum, tin, thallium, cesium, all are a wrench. They are roadblocks to your mitochondria producing energy for your body and immune system. So you cannot have a robust immune system if you feel tired or suffer from fatigue. That's the first sign that it's a clue that you don't have enough energy to power your immune system. And if you feel tired all the time, if you are chronically fatigued, you need to be thinking about adding silica to your health regimen to get rid of these metals that cause fatigue. And so many people don't realize this connection between immunity and fatigue. And so there's a specific type of silica called orthosilicic acid that binds to these metals I just mentioned, the aluminum, arsenic, tin, thallium, and cesium, which are the primary culprits in contributing to fatigue for many, many people. And so these metals poison enzymes that transport nutrients into your mitochondria. And if you are not able to transport those nutrients in, they're not going to be able to produce energy, or ATP, the energy currency of your cells. So you can take all the mitochondria supplements you want and eat a super healthy diet and all the things that people do to be healthy, exercise and whatnot. You can still be tired if you have one or more of these heavy metal toxicities. And additionally, the energy produced by your mitochondria provide your immune system with the means to properly respond to pathogens and stressors like molds, bacteria, parasites, and viruses. And I think people always think of these wanting to take immune boosting supplements, But and those are great. Vitamin C is amazing. Zinc and other kind of immunity boosting supplements are great, but you have to think about the power and energy that's required to just drive the immune system. And so without the required energy, your immune system may produce maladaptive responses, which is evidenced by histamine intolerance, conditions like food sensitivities, asthma, allergies, poor immune system defense in general. And by providing the immune system with energy, you're less likely to suffer from these types of maladaptive responses, or the symptoms can reduce. It's just by providing the energy so that the immune system can respond properly, can have an adaptive response to stressors. So that's really, really key concept to be thinking about in regards to your health. So therefore, you need robust energy levels to have a properly functioning and responsive immune system. And the best way to ensure proper energy is to care for the health of your mitochondria. So you can think of silica as one of your mitochondria's greatest allies because it removes metals from your body by acting as a bonding agent. It grabs onto these metals, it bonds to them and pulls them out of your cells, getting rid of this potential roadblock to better functioning immunity. But it should be noted, though, that not all forms of silica are the same. There's many different forms of silica. They have different chemical structures, different chemical formulations. So there's horsetail, there's bamboo, there's other forms. And though these are nutritious, I'm not discounting those, they're good to take. These forms do not have the specific binding capacity or valence to bind on to the metals that I'm talking about, the aluminum, arsenic, tin, thallium, and cesium, to remove them so that you can produce energy more efficiently. So you want to be taking silica in the form of orthosilicic acid that we know in the research has properties, has that valence that's required to attract and bind to these heavy metals that cause fatigue. And another bonus is that it's totally natural. It's a totally natural way to remove heavy metals in detox. And so it's also should be noted that sleep is critical for immunity. I mean, just thousands of research studies that show we have to have adequate sleep to have proper immune system functioning. And so there's a really interesting study that came out that took very, very healthy men, athletes, and one group of men had 8 hours of sleep a night. The second group of men had 5 hours of sleep a night, and they had dramatically reduced immune system functioning. But after a month, so the group that only had 5 hours of sleep, they let them go and get 8 hours of sleep a night. And within 30 days, their immune system returned back to normal. So we have to have sleep to have proper immune system functioning. And you have to have energy to have a good night's sleep. Because sleep is a very energy intensive process. Think about it. When you're sleeping, you're regenerating your tissues. Many people, your liver is detoxing you. Your immune system is fighting infections. That's why a lot of people have night waking. They release cortisol as your immune system is fighting this waging battle. If people have really bad parasites, which are active at night, or they have other infections, their immune system can be overactive, and those cortisol surges can wake them up. So bottom line, my point is that you have to have energy to have a good night's sleep. And people that are kind of always feel tired or run down, or even are chronically fatigued or have chronic fatigue syndrome, they typically don't sleep that well because they don't have enough energy to power that regenerative process. And then they're not going to have good immunity as a result. So again, that goes back to my former point. You have to do whatever you can to boost mitochondrial functioning, and taking the orthosilicic acid to remove these metals that interfere in energy production is key for immunity and good sleep as well. So let's look at another benefit for silica for immunity. So when toxins or foreign substances show up in your body, they elicit an immune response. So these compounds are known as antigens or antibody generators, and because they upregulate your immune system's antibody production. And the primary role of antibodies is to search for antigens and eliminate them from your system. So antigens is also, pathogens or viral infections or what have you. And silica plays a crucial role in this dance by stimulating the production of antibodies in the presence of antigens, allowing your immune system to do its job and clear out foreign invaders. And so here's a little research study showing that how the effects of silica on antibody production is really, really key. And so additionally, I mentioned before that silica is key in helping collagen or aiding collagen to plump up and support the skin's matrix. So collagen is a type of fibrous protein in the body that works together with elastin to provide your skin strength and elasticity. And so you need, a lot of people don't realize you need adequate silica to activate collagen so that it can do its job. So just taking collagen by itself or collagen protein powders and a lot of stuff that people hear about that sound really exciting, it isn't enough by itself. You need silica in addition to taking collagen if you really want the full benefits of plumping up your skin, making it firmer and having fewer wrinkles. But also right now, you want that skin to be a solid barrier, a very strong, solid, healthy barrier. And taking silica is part of that, taking care of your skin from the inside. And also, if there's cracks in your skin, if your skin's really, really dry, this is a prime and easy entryway into your body. So I feel a peace of mind using silica and other things that I take internally because I know it's enhancing my skin's protective barrier, plumping it up and making it stronger and appear more beautiful at the same time, which who doesn't want that? So another thing I want to talk about is garlic. I'm big on garlic. I eat a lot of garlic. Garlic is one of the most well-known immune boosting foods out there. It's due in part to the high amounts of the compound allicin. And garlic has been the subject of research studies for, just so many different ailments and pathogens and cancer. You name it. It's a wonder food that's antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory. You couldn't get a more perfect food. And it's one of the top foods for detox as well. But on a cellular level, some of the ways that consuming garlic can boost your immune system is stimulation of your immune cells, such as the macrophages, lymphocytes, natural killer cells, dendritic cells, and other types of immune cells. It also modulates the secretion of cytokines or immune signaling cells that regulate immune processes like inflammation. So you definitely want that under control. You don't want that to spiral out of control. That's your body's response to a pathogen. So garlic helps to modulate that inflammatory response. Also, garlic enhances production of antibodies, which move through your body searching for foreign chemicals and pathogens and whatnot, and binding to them. Garlic also supports phagocytosis, a process in which your immune cell engulfs viruses or infected cells to clear them from circulation. And garlic also stimulates macrophage activation, which allows them to kill off invading bacteria or infected cells as well, cells infected with a virus. And due to its substantial role in immunity and the essential nature of proper immune function for overall health, garlic can help with viral and bacterial infections, parasites, obesity, metabolic syndrome, high blood sugar, cardiovascular disorders, gastric ulcers, and much more. Garlic's amazing food. And you really want to try to incorporate it into your diet and into your supplements as much as possible. It's really important. And then there's selenium. Selenium is getting a lot of buzz right now because selenium is a crucial nutrient for the prevention of viral replication, which everyone is looking for right now. And so before a virus can infect your system, it must enter a cell so that it can copy its genome and then spread like wildfire throughout your body. So in a selenium deficient state, your body doesn't have the framework that it needs to inhibit this replication. And research shows that a selenium deficiency in the presence of a virus is shown to increase the virulence and spread of the virus. This is shown in studies. And so this means that the virus will not only spread faster, but it can create more severe illness as well. So some research even shows that relatively benign viruses can become incredibly harmful in a selenium deficient state. And so on one hand, selenium supplementation is shown to enhance immune defenses and protect against viral infections, but in part to its potent antioxidant behavior, selenium can inhibit viral replication and reduce the severity of symptoms associated with viral attacks. And selenium is also a key nutrient for your immune system due to its incorporation into what's called selenoproteins. So these are proteins that regulate reactive oxygen species, or ROS, in nearly every tissue in your body. And in this way, selenium behaves as a potent antioxidant, assisting your immune system in combating oxidative stress. And so given this, it's not surprising that selenium strongly influences inflammation and immune responses as a result. And while oxidative stress is a natural part of life, when your body is burdened with pro-oxidative insults like pollution, all these toxins we have in our air, poor diet, eating fried foods and factory farm meats and heavy metals and EMFs and chemicals and all this onslaught, all this body burden, it places a huge toll on your immune system. It places all these unnecessary things that your body and immune system have to deal with and regulate. And so what's more, when your immune system is overactivated, overstimulated by all these different toxins, you experience excessive levels of oxidation, which can result in physical damage on a tissue and cellular level. Therefore, including antioxidants like selenium into your diet is really crucial in supporting overall immunity, and it's very anti-aging at the same time. Inflammation, just like oxidation, is also a natural part of our immune process. However, like oxidation, when inflammation gets out of control, it can cause serious damage to your bodily tissues, including your skin as well. And that can lead to aging. So in selenium deficient conditions, immune cells struggle in their activation and proliferation, likely due to high oxidative stress, which negatively impacts overall immunity and inflammatory responses. And unfortunately, it's estimated that almost 1 billion people worldwide are currently deficient in this vital nutrient, with estimates that number is going to grow with climate change and overuse of soil, abuse of soil, not properly mineralizing the soil, this industrial farming, factory farming really does a number in depleting our soils of vital nutrients, including selenium, which is why so many people are deficient. And in my practice, I found that over 90% of people are selenium deficient. I was for a very long time. It took me quite a while to raise my selenium levels. And so that's why it's really important that you supplement with this key mineral because it's largely missing from soils. It's missing from the food supply. So really key to get that for so many different reasons. And in my practice, the best form of selenium that I've seen raise people's levels quickly is called S-E-methylselenocysteine. There's other forms of selenium, and I've given clients all different forms of selenium, but the one that I've really seen move the needle the best is the S-E-methylselenocysteine. I work with thousands of clients. And so this is a methylated form, so it's a little bit more expensive, but the bioavailability, more than so, makes up for the price. And that's why I take this form daily. It's just a superior form. I prefer it. So let's talk about anti-aging and immunity. So perhaps the most compelling reason to keep your immune system strong is its profound impact on aging. So chronologically, we all age at the same rate. Let's say a person who's 30, two people who are 30, they've aged at the same rate. Cellularly, however, everyone's body ages differently. That's why you see 30-year-olds that look haggard or look worn down, and 50-year-olds that look really fresh and youthful. And of course, genetics plays a part, but even genes are impacted by what you put on your body. They're impacted by toxins and heavy metals. And overwhelmingly, the way a person's body ages has much more to do with how they take care of themselves than their genetic predisposition. Because remember, genes are the gun, but environment is the bullet. So where does immunity come into aging? So bear with me while I get into some technical explanations of what is happening in the body when it comes to aging. But we're going to touch base on two key processes of your immune system, which is inflammation and oxidation. So inflammation plays a key role in the aging process. There's even the term inflammaging, which describes the elevated levels of blood inflammatory markers that many older individuals experience when they go to do their lab work with their doctor. So these inflammatory markers increase your risk of disability, frailty, premature death, cardiovascular disease, chronic kidney disease, diabetes, cancer, depression, dementia, you name it, all these chronic illnesses that are so common today. And so while more research needs to be carried out to discover what exactly turns on and off this, metabolic switch that scientists have discovered, there's plenty of information to support the value of key nutrients like those mentioned above in calming inflammation and supporting immunity. There's another threat to your biological age, which is oxidation, and it's actually more harmful than inflammation when it comes to aging. So aging is the process characterized by the progressive loss of tissue and organ function. And the oxidative stress theory of aging is based around the idea that the accumulation of reactive oxygen species are responsible for this progressive loss. And when the number of these reactive oxygen species in your body outweighs the number of antioxidants that can combat them, oxidation wins and your body begins to break down. It damages DNA, it damages cell membranes, causes them to age faster, die quickly, and this is happening just everywhere in your body. And with this in mind, the role that antioxidants can play in slowing the aging process becomes very clear. So what causes your body to have an inflammatory or oxidative response in the first place? So the primary culprits for these age-inducing processes are toxins, heavy metals, harmful chemicals that are found ubiquitously in our environment. And if you don't provide your body with the nutrients that it needs to detoxify and eliminate these harmful compounds, inflammation and oxidation are inevitable. And as someone who's almost 50 years old, I'm going to be 48 this year, but I'm just a couple of years away from being 50. And I'm constantly told I could pass for 35 years old. It's because I've been committed to a healthy lifestyle, diet, exercise, getting sun, always was contrary to the popular opinion to stay out of the sun. I always have gone in the sun, except maybe, just it's crazy about my face and keeping my hands and face out of the sun. But I always got sun, went to the beach, went for walks. So I'm a prime example of someone with a passion for detox, of how you can stay looking young even as you age. It's a really key thing that you have to do, and you have to take certain nutrients to facilitate detoxification and fight this oxidative process that's happening in your body. And so let me talk about my simple detox solution. This is something that I do. And whether your goal is to avoid viral infections or slow your body's aging process in general, there's a solution I've created that helps your immune system from all angles. So it's my supplement I designed, formulated, called Ageless AF. You can see that here. So this contains silica, garlic, and selenium to create. It's really an immune boosting powerhouse supplement, and how it supports immunity. And so the selenium is a potent antioxidant to fend off oxidative stress and inhibit viral replication. The garlic upregulates your immune function and fends off pathogens of all types: anti-fungal, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-parasitic. And silica helps your body remove heavy metals that interfere in energy production, which will interfere in your immune system and ability to sleep. And it also helps to protect your skin as well, which is your body's main protection from viruses. And I formulated this not only to enhance your defenses against viruses, but also to put your body, create a healthy and beautiful, youthful skin as well, and help fight oxidative stress, etc., that causes aging. So pulling from my own clinical experience, along with evidence-based research, I chose the most potent and bioavailable forms of all of the nutrients in this formula to provide a really effective anti-aging and detox formula. The bottom line is, right now it's crucial to give your immune system a little bit more attention. I think all of us are focusing on that and looking for different ways to improve immunity. But the reality is that your immune system needs attention all year long. So one of the silver lining of what's happening right now is people are paying more attention to their health. They're paying more attention to their immune system functioning. And as a result, I think people are learning a lot. Beyond avoiding the common cold or flu or virus, your immune system is a cornerstone of health and longevity. You've got to figure out different ways to take care of it. It fights thousands of pathogens every single day. So I don't know about you, but I've been focusing a lot more than ever on my immune system health. So, I don't think that most people realize how chemicals and heavy metals interfere in so many different aspects of their immune system functioning. It's not enough just to boost your immunity with nutrients. So you need to do that. You've got to feed your body the nutrients it needs and antioxidants, but you also need to remove roadblocks to your immune system's functioning. So this arsenic, aluminum, tin, thallium, and cesium, absolutely shown in the research to throw a wrench into cellular mitochondrial energy production that's needed to power your immune system. So that's one of the main reasons I created this. I've been talking about this for about 5 years, how important it is, and this, the results speak for themselves. We have so many people, even people that are chronically fatigued, are able to go back to work after, if you're in bed chronically fatigued, it's going to take some time for you to recover. But if you are, we had one client that after 18 months taking this was going back to work, living a normal life after being bedbound. So very, very powerful stuff. But if you feel like you're kind of always run down and tired and brain fogged and just don't have the energy that you used to have, I assure you heavy metals and toxins are contributing to reduced energy production. You have to do something about that. And so, and again, if you're not already supporting your immune system, there's no time like the present to begin doing that or adding other potent nutrients to what you're already taking. I created this kit. It's also called the Mitochondria Detox. It's just these two things, Ageless AF and CitraCleanse. this is a great 1-2 punch to begin detoxing. They're gentle, they're all natural. There's a lot of different nutrients in here that help with detoxification of many, many different types of toxins. And the Citra Cleanse is great because it contains a few different nutrients. It's got fulvic humic acid, which is super rich in minerals, which is really foundational for detoxification. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. So key for detoxification, and it helps to bind metals like lead as well. So fulvic humic, really good for that. And it contains cilantro extract, which is really key for a lot of metals like mercury. And it's got the grapefruit citrus pectin, which has is a little bit bitter, so that helps to produce more bile in your liver and your gallbladder. And that is really key for detoxification. A lot of people don't produce enough bile. And so that's really key. You have to have some bitter foods in your diet to help to stimulate bile. So that's facilitated with the Citra Cleanse in the grapefruit citrus pectin. And the pectin helps to absorb like a sponge a lot of toxins in your gut and in your bloodstream as well. So these are really key. These are very, very powerful. I've been taking these for years and talking about them for years. That's where you start. And then, you can go on myersdetox.com and start picking through a lot of the podcast and articles. The next thing that you do is mineralize your body. You have to take minerals like selenium, zinc, magnesium. I like magnesium malate, magnesium glycinate for energy and detoxification. Trace minerals. I like this healthy salt product. This is in my store as well. It's store.myersdetox.com. So this healthy salt is probably one of the best trace mineral supplements that I've found that I love. And so mineralizing is really, really key. Proper hydration, which I talked about, is really key. Reducing stress. A lot of people think of detox as, I'm going to go in there and get that mercury and rip it out of my body, but the body doesn't really let you do that. It's not that simple, as a lot of you guys have found when you try to detox. You have to facilitate your body's ability to detox by making it work. And so you do that by properly hydrating your body. A lot of tips on that on myersdetox.com. Just type in hydration or water and you'll find podcasts and articles about that. But the simplest thing to do is drink water. That's the simplest thing that you can do. Or get a proper filter. You need to drink structured water for it to properly hydrate you. And also you have to mineralize your body to be properly hydrated. Your body can't hold on to water without adequate levels of minerals. So the healthy salt is really key in facilitating that as well. And so those are very basic things. And so I mentioned also reducing stress. There's so many different stressors in our environment that we're just kind of always on, like our foot is always on the gas pedal and we just can't relax. We have nutritional stress. People don't absorb their nutrients because their guts are a mess. People have toxins, people have emotional stress, people have trauma, people have EMFs, all this 5G satellites. There's about 60 a month going up into the atmosphere. People are chronically stressed out. And that throws a huge wrench into detoxification. So I talk a lot about, how to mitigate trauma, how to release trauma easily, how to protect from EMF. So that's a part of the conversation as well. And so one of the ways I do that is with this Harmony pendant. I can bring people from a very stressed state to a much more relaxed parasympathetic state of their nervous system with this Harmony pendant. And I've been wearing mine for almost 3 years now. And so this is one of the first things I recommend for people. I feel like when people wear a pendant, you can get one at harmonypendant.com, Harmony with an I. And this helps everything that people are doing, it helps to work better. So it potentiates everything else that people are doing for their health, because it dramatically helps to reduce stress very, very quickly. And people, and myself, when I started wearing it, I was sleeping much better. I immediately started yawning as soon as I activated my pendant, because I just felt so much more relaxed very quickly. And I slept much better than I had in a while. And I didn't realize, I mean, I knew I was stressed, but I didn't realize how stressed out I was and how much that was impacting me. And then, and with clients that I work with, that is a big roadblock to people just that are wanting to detox and are taking different things to detox. But you've got to bring your stress levels down. You have to get into a parasympathetic state where, because in that state of your nervous system, that's where you're resting, digesting, and detoxing. And so we've got to get into that state. So I use Bioenergetics. This is a pendant that's activated bioenergetically. I use Nest Health Bioenergetics. I do biofield tuning. You can go to biofieldtuning.com. That's something that I use because it clears trauma from your body really well. And it's what I do is I have this biofield tuning fork, and then I hit it on this. It creates this frequency which helps to tune up your body's energy field. You just put that on your chest. I don't know if you can hear that there, but you can hear that. And so that helps to tune up your body's energy field. It's like a sound therapy almost, but it's bioenergetics. And so that's helps me tremendously to really relax. If I ever feel stressed, I just could do a biofield tuning session, or I activate my pendant again, or I do listen to certain meditations while I'm doing the biofield tuning. I also use a My Health device, which is part of the Nest Health program, to help calm down my nervous system, because I know in that state is where I'm going to heal. It's where I'm going to get better. It's where I'm going to absorb my food and rest. And so that's really, really key. And just doing meditation or just doing yoga, it doesn't last long enough. It doesn't have kind of like long-term effects. Like you have to do it over and over and over again. Like a lot of things you do. But I feel like with bioenergetics, you're really getting to the root cause of trauma, the root cause of stress, and releasing it, so that you don't have to do certain modalities over and over and over. So that's kind of the backdoor way to detox. So everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Wendy Myers of MyersDetox.com. Talk to you guys soon.